Imagine building a backend API, and before you even finish your coffee, it already has validation, documentation, clean structure, and speed that makes older Python backends feel like they're loading with airport Wi-Fi. That is why developers are paying attention to FastAPI. FastAPI is not just another Python web framework. It represents a shift in how modern backends are built. Less boilerplate, more safety, faster APIs, and documentation that appears automatically like magic, but with fewer wizards and more Python. Python developers already had two favorites: Django, the powerful giant, and Flask, the tiny flexible toolbox. Then FastAPI walks in like a smart workshop and says, what if APIs could be fast, clean, safe, and automatically documented? So what is FastAPI? FastAPI is a modern Python framework for building APIs quickly. An API is basically a way for apps to talk to each other. Your mobile app talks to a backend. Your front end talks to a server. Your AI tool sends a request and gets a response. FastAPI helps you build that communication layer with Python, but with useful superpowers. The first reason FastAPI is becoming popular is speed. Python is not usually famous for being the fastest language in the room. Python is more like the friendly, smart person who explains things clearly but maybe doesn't win every sprint race. Under the hood, FastAPI is built on Starlet and supports modern async features. That means it can handle many requests efficiently, especially when your app is waiting on databases, APIs, or file operations. Async basically means your backend doesn't freeze while waiting for one task. It can say, cool, you load the database, I'll handle these other requests. The second reason is Python type hints. Type hints are little labels that tell Python what kind of data you expect. This should be a string, this should be a number, this should be a list. That sounds small, but it makes your code cleaner, easier to understand, and safer. FastAPI uses those hints like a smart assistant. You write normal Python, and FastAPI uses your hints to understand your API. The third reason is automatic documentation. Normally, writing API documentation feels like homework after finishing the project. Nobody wants to do it, but everyone needs it. FastAPI looked at manual API documentation and said, yeah, I'm not doing that. When you create endpoints, FastAPI automatically generates interactive API docs using Swagger UI and ReDoc. You can open a browser, see your endpoints, test requests, check responses, and understand how the API works. The fourth reason is built-in validation with Pydantic. Validation means checking if the data coming into your API is correct. FastAPI uses Pydantic to check data before it reaches your logic. If something is wrong, it returns a clear error. This protects your app from messy data and makes your backend reliable. The fifth reason is that FastAPI fits the modern software world. Today, software is built around APIs. Mobile apps, web apps, AI tools, payment systems, dashboards, automation tools, SaaS products, and microservices all depend on APIs. FastAPI is designed for that world. It's not trying to be everything for every web project. It shines when your main goal is building clean, fast, modern backend APIs. That doesn't mean Django is bad. Django is still amazing for full web apps, admin panels, dashboards, content-heavy sites, and projects where you want batteries included. And Flask is still great for small apps, experiments, and flexible projects where you want full control. But FastAPI sits in a very interesting place. It feels simple like Flask, but gives you production-friendly features API developers usually need: speed, validation, documentation, type safety, and async support. Basically, it brings snacks to the backend party. So should you learn FastAPI? If you're a Python developer, yes. If you're learning backend development, yes. If you want to build AI apps, SaaS tools, automation systems, dashboards, microservices, or clean APIs, definitely yes.